All right, if you're getting ready for the IELTS, you already know that writing task 2 can feel, well, impossible. But what if I told you there's one single strategy that can cut through all the confusion? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. Let's get right into it.
First things first, let's just acknowledge the elephant in the room. If you've ever stared at one of these questions and your mind just went completely blank, you are definitely not alone. It's designed to be tough, to really push you. So, what exactly makes it so darn difficult? Well, for starters, you're in a race against the clock, just 40 minutes. The questions themselves can feel like riddles, which is the perfect recipe for writer's block. And on top of all that, you've probably heard a million different pieces of advice online, and who knows what to believe. It's a perfect storm of pressure. But here's the good news. We're going to cut through all of that noise today. We're going to lay out one proven 3-phase system that takes you from that feeling of total confusion to feeling genuinely confident when you sit down to write.
Okay, let's dive into phase 1, the thinking stage. I call this plan to win, because honestly, this is where the entire essay is won or lost. It is, without a doubt, the most important step.
You really have to shift your mindset here. So many people think planning is a waste of precious time. No. It's an investment. Taking a few minutes to think up front saves you from that horrible mid-essay panic where you don't know what to write next. Think of it like a vacation. You plan it first so the actual trip is relaxing and fun, right? Same idea. So, how do you plan effectively? It really just boils down to 3 super simple steps. Number 1, actually analyze the question. Are they asking about sleep in general, or are they asking why people sleep less than they used to? That difference is everything. Number 2, generate obvious ideas. Seriously, don't try to be a philosopher. Just come up with simple, direct answers. And number 3, sketch out a quick outline. This is your roadmap for the rest of the essay.
And this right here, I want you to burn this quote into your memory. Let me say it again. There are no extra marks for sophisticated ideas. This is not an intelligence test, it's an English test. They just want to see if you can communicate a relevant idea clearly. That's it.
Okay, with our rock-solid plan in place, we can move on to phase 2, the writing stage. You'll see that with a good plan, this part is actually way easier than you think. It's all about execution. Forget about memorizing 10 different essay types. You just need one universal structure that works for pretty much everything. An introduction to set the scene, 2 body paragraphs where you develop your main points, and a conclusion to wrap it all up. Each part has a very clear job to do. Simple. Now just look at the night and day difference here. The before example is full of those memorized, empty phrases that examiners have seen a million times. But the after example? It gets straight to the point. It directly answers the question and tells the examiner exactly what the essay is about. It screams confidence. And here's why that simple structure is so important. This isn't just a suggestion, it's an official requirement for a Band 7 score. The marking criteria literally says that each paragraph needs to have one clear central topic. Let's see what that looks like. The before paragraph is a total mess, isn't it? It's just a list of random ideas thrown together. But look at the after paragraph. It's beautiful. It has one clear topic sentence. People work more, and then the rest of the paragraph explains that idea and gives an example. One paragraph, one idea. That is the secret. All right, we're on the home stretch. Phase 3 is the final polish. A lot of people skip this, but checking your work is about so much more than just catching typos. It's your chance to make some quick, strategic fixes that can seriously bump up your score. Let's bust a huge myth about vocabulary. You do not need to use fancy, complex words like plethora or myriad. In fact, trying to show off with words you don't fully understand is one of the fastest ways to lose marks. The goal is always clear communication. Just use the words you know, but use them correctly. And that leads to a question I get all the time. Do I lose marks for repeating words? The honest answer? It is so much better to repeat a key word like sleep than to try and use a weird synonym you're not sure about. You don't want your essay about sleep to suddenly start talking about a coma or a trance, right? Stick to what's accurate. So when you're checking your work, be strategic. Don't just read it over vaguely. Be a detective. We all have that one grammar mistake we make all the time. Maybe it's articles or prepositions. Figure out what yours is, and then hunt for that specific error. A quick check after every sentence, another after every paragraph, and one last scan at the end can make a huge difference. And there you have it. That's the entire system.
It's your clear, straightforward path from staring at a blank page in confusion to writing with total confidence. Let's recap it one last time. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. First, you plan. Take the time to actually understand the question and brainstorm some simple ideas. Second, you write. Follow that simple structure, focusing on one main idea for each paragraph. And third, you check. Polish your essay by looking for your common errors and making sure your message is crystal clear.
You see, when you follow this system, you're not just learning a few tricks to pass a test. You're actually mastering the core principles of what makes writing clear, effective, and persuasive. This isn't just about an essay. It's a skill you'll have for life. So my only question for you is, are you ready to write your Band-Aid essay?